Hello, hello, my frizzy friends. Happy Thursday. How are we this morning? We've got our monthly appreciation today, so I'm very excited about that. And hang on a moment because I have not muted myself. Here we go. That's better. We don't need an echo of me. All right, let's see who's in the house today. So we got Melissa G is in the house. Hello, she's here this time. I know. You were sad you missed it, huh? I missed you in the chat. I love having you in the chat. Got my spot at the kitchen table with my Tunisian shell wave. Swatch turned into a scrap scarf. Nice. So that's Amber. Amber was on live this morning. That was lots of fun. I don't know. My chat was being super weird this morning. I couldn't see anybody else's chat, and I'd have to keep going between top chat and all messages, and then I would catch up for 2 seconds, and then it would stop again. It would just keep stopping. So it was weird. And hello to Tank. How's it going, Tank? Claimed your front row seat. That's right. May have to move under the table in the other corner. Sunlight rah-rah. What? Missed the morning. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. And Mary Ann is in the house. No clue how coherent I'll be, but I've made it and picked out my sitting spot. Nice. Yep, Marianne's got the beanbag chair in the corner. Nice. Hi, Kimberly. Welcome in. Yes. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Rebecca. Welcome, welcome. Mandy's in the house. Amber's in the house. I know that's... I love that, you guys. It makes me happy. That's so cool. Anyways, so far we have 187... This is as of Tuesday. This was as of Tuesday's live. We have 187 entries for the monthly appreciation. But anything that happens between now and when we do the name drawing, which will be towards the end of the live, and I'm just going to do an hour because we got school and all that fun stuff. So, hi, Bonnie. How's it going, my friend? But yes, so 187, but any super chats, super stickers, gifted memberships, any of those will get you entries in. I'm going to draw names again. So we'll do the 4 gets 2 entries, 1 gets 10 entries. So we're still going to get more entries in before we officially draw who wins. Okay. And I'll also show you what's going or what's in the bag in case you missed it. I've shown it maybe once or twice, but hello, Gwen. Welcome in. And Arrow is here and Sonia's here. Good morning. I hope you guys are well. I was like rushing up here trying to get all my stuff in order and juggling. I made Lizzie a cocoa this morning because her program said, you did so well. You deserve a hot chocolate. And she's like, I do, Mom. Can you make me one? Hi, Vima. How's it going? Yarning for Smiles here. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Monique, hello. I hope you're back home and getting to relax. Hello, hello. Kim, is that your, that's right. Okay, Kim is Yarning for a Smile, right? And, and then there's Kimberly. Kimberly's here. So maybe that's the Kim we're talking about. I think it's off. I think mine might be flipped or something. So Margie. How's it going? All my friends are in the house. I love it. You guys are awesome. Thank you for always coming and hanging out with me. I appreciate all of you guys. That's why we do these monthly appreciation giveaways and whatnot. So let's go ahead and first up, let's see what's in the bag for the monthly appreciation. So we'll start off with that. And okay, Yarning for a Smile is Kim. Okay, and then there's Kimberly, and then Margie is Margie. Margie was who was Margie again? Now I got to look back and see because there was a hi Margie in there. I want to make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. Unless it's, no, it can be Grant. Rusty made it. I had it not show me that. And Joanne is here. How did I miss you guys? Oh my gosh. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. Helix is here. I saw you were live too, Helix, and I was like, oh man. We overlapped. All right, let's see what's in the monthly appreciation, shall we? Now my whittle fingers going to crochet. Your whittle. I love that. My whittle fingers. All right, so let's see. This is like one that I think it's kind of funny because it's like something old, something new, borrowed in blue, except for I don't think there's blue in here, but something old. We have some vintage crochet books here, you guys. All right. This is so retro. Look at this one. I love this. Rusty, check this out. Total 80s, like, right? Look at that. It's so cool. You forgot I was live. Oh, and you're like, I'm off. I'm off. So lots of fun things in here. Lots of scarves, sweaters, ponchos, toys. There's some toys in here. I think those are like pom-poms. Look at this guy. Isn't that amazing? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. All right, so we got those. Something old. Okay. We always have something B-ish, right? So here's a market list with a giant. I like that they put a big one on there because sometimes they fall off. Oh, thank you, Sonia. Thank you so much. That gets you in there. Hang on, where's my pen? My pen. All right, so we're going to put you in here, Sonia. And anyway, so yes, so this is a nice chunky one. And look at, there's the bee right there. See, I told you there's always a bee. Okay, you get a little sewing kit for your bag, just in case, never know. I actually had to get, I have several of those from a couple places. One I got from, where was this one from? This one I think I got at Joann's, but the other one was from Daiso. And my mom was like, my little sewing kit is running out. And I'm like, hang on, I've got a bunch. So I gave her one. So we've got Granny Life, vinyl stickers, okay, plain hooky, Granny Life. And then look at the hook has a face. Everything should have a face. And then this is really fun. So these will hold your yarn needles, you guys. So it doesn't have to be embroidery. They're magnetic. Right? So I thought this was cool. And it's nice metal cover one. The whole thing is metal, but you just slide it and then put your needles in. So I got one of those. This is a little kit I've had that is a dream catcher kit. So it comes with all the stuff that you need to make this cute little dream catcher. So if you have any littles, they might like to do that. I have a yarny pen with knitting needles. But you can envision that it's a crochet hook if you don't knit. So, and then a Granny Life notebook that has a little ruler on the back, right? Granny squares. All right, what else we got in here? We've got stitch markers, nice pack of stitch markers. We've got Granny Square notepad, nice chunky notepad there from Big Twist. I have, this was a gift that I had gotten given, a free gift that I got, and it's a hand-painted ladybug. So that's a stitch marker for you guys. I am passing that one on. I have, for yarn, I have this was a scrap cake I got from Kim at Fortunate Creations. It's raspberry cocoa swirl, and it's 10.2 ounces, 4-weight, 100% acrylic. Isn't that pretty? You could do like a little scarf or something. That would be really cute. So there's that one. And last, certainly not least, 2 skeins of Bernat Bundle Up from Yarn Inspirations in this really pretty gray tone. And this is so soft. So this one is called, let's see, Dove. No. Okay, this is weird. All right. You know how they give you 3 things? It'll say like things in different languages usually. So it's dove, pigeon, and paloma. I've never seen them use 2 different birds. You know what I mean? Like 2 totally different things. Very interesting. But that's what this was called. And this is polyester, 100%. So that's why it's so soft. But yeah, this is going to make something. Oh, I would think like a scarf or something because it's so soft. It's not going to be itchy or anything like that. So this is the monthly appreciation, all this fun stuff right here. So how's everybody doing? Tell me everything. What did I miss? 80s hair yesterday, and he said, why would y'all do that? That's amazing. Oh, that's so funny. I love that. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I went in for just a few before my kids made it clear that they want gonna fly, and I saw you were live. Nice. Nice. All right. Pantyhose and hairspray. Make no money from me. Tank. Oh my goodness. Coffee. That in your world, everything has a face. Everything. Helix, everything has a face. Yeah, sure does. Yep. All my stickers. I mean, you got brooms with faces. Dustpans have faces too. Doves are just prettier pigeons. That's right. Love that. Like, it just is so random, you know? I don't know. They could have thrown anything, I guess. Doves, pigeons, toucans. Why not? Oh my goodness. I love it. So, okay, so here we go. We have 25 in the house. We're going to do Spammy the cat because I have a story I want to tell you guys really quick. And so I'll be chatting for a bit. So I'm going to put Spammy on. So you guys spam the chat. I'm not going to put the timer on because it's going to go longer than a minute probably unless I talk really fast. So, but I just want to tell you this story. So Spammy's going to stay up. And then once my story is done, I will take Spammy down and I'll see who's got that crown at the end. Okay. So this was Tuesday. So Taco Tuesday. My son came home from being outside with his friends and he said he needed us like now. He needed us to come with him to the back trail. Back trail is our green belt that's behind our community, right? And so I kind of had a sneaking suspicion of why he wanted us to go to the back trail because on my walk that morning, I noticed that there was a bowl out under some like bushes and trees and stuff. There was this little bowl and then there was a little can, okay, empty can. So I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, good. Yeah, they found there's a stray cat. There must be a stray cat. People were clearly feeding this cat, you know. So then I'm like, oh my gosh. And then of course my nephew wants to come too. So I'm like, Dad, can you come with me just in case? And my son is like, we need to get this cat. And then we need to take it to the vet. I think it's hurt. I think it's stuck. We need to take it to the vet. And then I want to adopt it. So, and he's like, he's been, I want to say the HE double toothpicks, but you know, he's like ready to go. This is what we're doing, you know? So I even brought a carrier just in case. We brought clippers and gloves because this is entirely covered. It's blackberry central here because all over Washington, it runs rampantly wild. That was one of the weird things I noticed when we moved here. And so anyways, we go there and I can immediately hear the meowing, which I didn't really hear that morning. So I hear the meowing and it is, oh, thank you, Lisa. I will put you in. So anyways, I hear the meowing and it is meowing like crazy. I mean, it just, you know, meow, 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 just keeps going and going and going. So we go over, I'm looking around, I'm not seeing it. He thought it was in one spot, but I didn't hear it from there. I heard it from down lower. So I go over and I duck down and I'm looking through the brush, right? And I see something fuzzy and it's black. And then I see some white and I was like, okay. And then I caught the face. I saw it was a little tuxedo cat. Okay. So this looks like Merlin almost. And then I'm like, ooh, interesting. We start trying to coax this cat out of there. And one of James's friends goes over there and he's like kind of trying to dive in, basically. There was kind of an entry point that people were putting food and stuff. So this other kid just goes right on in there and he's trying to get this cat out and the cat's just meowing. I mean, I saw the cat like rolled over on his back. It was clearly has been used to people. But it's still skittish. It wouldn't let him get close enough to actually, you know, pick it up or anything like that. And we got treats and we tried to coax it with treats. Wasn't working. Then we hear more meowing. So our guess, because this cat was pretty small, but I know how early cats can have kittens. So we believe that there are also kittens in there. And they were further hidden inside the woods. The mama had hid her kittens, and she was out getting food and making sure she was taken care of, you know. And so then that kind of changed things, because I had to explain it to James. You can't just take the mom. Clearly the mom has kittens, and if you take the mom, the kittens aren't going to make it. So, you know, we can't do that. And so and then of course, when his head is set on something, you know how that goes. So anyway, he ended up having, we did not get the cat because of that. And we couldn't get the cat to actually come out and to be trapped that way. So normally we have trapped cats in the past. You have to set up a cage, leave it, and let them come into it on their own with some sort of a food, and then it'll trap them in there, which again you can't do because you're taking her from her kittens. So kind of a weird situation with this one. And anyways, yesterday I had heard that the boys went around to the other side of this greenbelt area. They said they saw the kittens. They said they saw them. I don't know. They said they saw, like, she had like 8 kittens or something, but they couldn't get close enough to them. So I don't know what's going to end up happening. I don't know if they said they were putting out a cage. I don't know. The kids just, they have older friends too. And so one of the girls had a cage that was a proper cage for trapping an animal, kind of a thing, without hurting it, of course. So James only stuck around for a little bit, so I don't know all of it, but yeah. So apparently there's cats and kittens, strays, in our little greenbelt wooded area, and there's just no way to easily get them. So I'm not really sure how one is supposed to take care of that, or you just let them do their thing, and but anyway. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. However, that's the end of my story, but I hope that it was interesting, because it was interesting to me. So I'm going to take off Spammy, and let's see who's got the crown. All right, I see a number 2 crown. Who's got that number 1? Who's got the 1? You still have to spam. You still have to spam the chat so we can see who got it. Meow. I love that. Meow. Meow. It would talk back. Tuxedo cats, that's one of the facts that I learned. They're one of the most vocal cats, and it's very true. Merlin is very vocal. Is Sonia number 1? Oh, I guess that I forgot. Tink, I always forget that you can actually just click on that top fans button. Sonia is number 1. Congratulations, Sonia. Congratulations. I said the fly. All right, Sonia, good job. So that gets you 2 entries in. So we'll say we're getting up to 191 now. There we go. All right. You're not, Lisa, I'm number 2. Yeah. Hey, number 2 is still really good. So anywho, that was the excitement of our Taco Tuesday. And of course, we all missed the start of dinner because we were over there doing that. Tuxedos and torties. Yeah, I've had torties before. I've had a tortie before as well. But yeah, the tuxedos just meow like crazy. And I walked yesterday too, and the mom was right there, meow, 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 It wouldn't come up to me, but she was right there meowing at me, so that was funny. They are talkative teas. Yes, they are. Merlin just goes to the door and starts meowing. We're not really sure what he's looking for, but number 2 is really good. I agree, Tank. Yes. Sonia, type something. Maybe she had to run or something. It might have been, it was probably because of the gifted. Sometimes that will trigger it to jump onto you. The crown, I mean. Back to my blanket. Lisa's like, I can relax now. You have both, Monique? And you have that cute little, like, white one, too, right? How many cats do you guys have? James really wants us to get another kitten. Both the kids do. And I said, we have a furry, it's called Furry Friends Washington. That is a local, what do you call it? It's a group. It's a nonprofit. There you go. It's a nonprofit that takes care of animals. And oh my gosh, and a Siamese and a black cat. Whoa. He was upset. He was upset, but I think by the time we called it quits as far as trying to trap her, I think he kind of got it more. The first time we tried to stop and go home, he was like, no, I'm not leaving. We're getting her. She's going to be my cat. I was like, well, you're going to have a hard time catching her, and you can't trap and take her away from her babies. So that's not going to work. So we were kind of brainstorming ideas and such. Exactly. And if they keep visiting the cat and eventually it gets more and more comfortable with them and, to where maybe even brings the babies closer, there's possibilities, but it's not going to be something that's like, boom. Yeah, she's just going to go grab the children, bring them in, put them in the cage one by one, and then she'll go in and say, okay, go ahead. In a perfect world, right? Yes, please don't forget your thumbs, you guys. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. So we'll definitely, there is a word. It's actually 2 words, but it's the same word twice. So there's your clue. This is something I'm working on today, which is also a clue because I mentioned what it was in Amber's live. So you might know what it is. But this is something I'm hoping to finish today. We shall see, but it's the same word twice. That's your big clue. So let's spam the chat and see what you think it might be. Oh no, my chat is not going. Here we go. Tastes like I gave my thumb, all right? I gave it. Give us the other one, Tink. You got 2, come on. Oh my goodness. I went over to pick this up off the couch where I sit downstairs, and it's kind of like we have a sectional. Melissa G got it in 1. The word is yip yip. That's right. I'm working on editing the yip yip video today. So that is our word of the day. So go ahead and put that in so that when we are officially ready to start picking names for entering in for today's monthly appreciation giveaway, then I'll have you in there. So that's it. Yip 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 yip. Yes. What was I saying? I was saying something else. Oh yeah, so I went to go grab the shawl that I'm working on, and I hear this meow, and I look down Merlin. He's never sits on my seat, but he was right there snuggled up next to it. So I'm like, excuse me, sir, may I take that from you? It was cute. He was on one of the sectionals, and so we have a 3-piece of the sectional on one side, almost like a couch, and then we have 2 singles that don't have the arm or anything on. In between there's like a little stand, and Arthur's always on one of them. That gives him the perfect view of if anybody's coming into our living room area. So he's taken that seat. That's his. But Merlin was sitting on mine. It was so cute. It was so cute. You can't wait for the yip yip. Yay! I'm so excited. So I do tell you in the video, I'm going to show you guys too, and I'll put timestamps because if you don't want to hear my yapping and you just want the pattern to go and start making it, you can just skip ahead. But for those that, don't know much about crochet or are new to crochet, that's what that's there for. But yeah, I will tell you the 3 different sizes that I've made and what hooks and materials that I used for those, because you can make them in whatever size you want. However, you would have to add rows just to get to the right size that you want. So yeah, man, I'm struggling today, waking up, wanting to do anything, getting ready for work, being social. I need coffee and a beach. Coffee and a beach. A beach to sit on, that's going to get you you're going to go back down into relaxation mode. Hi, Denise. BRB. No worries. Oh, that's so funny. I need a beach. Yes, you need a beach. I need one too. When Callie sent the picture of her, she has her Tumblr, and she has my sticker on there, which I have a character named Peachy. He's a peach, obviously. And he's on a beach. So it says Peachy on the beachy. That was the sticker.
something.
It did? Are you okay? You not feeling good?
No.
What are you doing? I can't see what you're doing, honey. Oh, okay. All right, go ahead. All right, go do that. Okay, go ahead. You need the time off. But you work every day now, right? So, yeah, that's not going to happen for a while.
I finished Night Zookeeper, and I just finished a few things and Adventure Academy. So.
Sweet, good job.
What time is
it? It is 9:25. 9:25, all right? But I'm on my live.
I know.
Why am I rhyming today? What is happening? Why am I rhyming today? Oh my goodness. So let's see. I'm going to pull up Nightbot on my screen here. We've got 15 entries. If you guys have not put in your name, or you don't put your name in, you put in Yip Yip. That's how you get your name in the hat. Yes, homeschool life, exactly. Just with my daughter. My son already went to school this morning. He had his first day of school yesterday, actually. And apparently he says, I'm already on the teacher's bad side. I already got separated from my friend. I'm like, James, you know better. Like, you're not supposed to be talking in class and stuff. And he just, I don't know. He does always generally think things are worse than they actually are. So that could be part of it. But yeah. But yes, definitely put in Yip Yip. We've got 16 entries and 33 watching. So come on, you guys. This is getting your name in for the monthly appreciation giveaway, which all the goodies here I showed are going to be in that bag. And so that's what you're playing for. And first we're going to do some entries, get your name in the hat, and then we will pick a name by using the random net. Stop. Rewind. What are words? Can I speak? Anyway, random number generator. There we go. We will do a random number generator, and we'll see what the number is for who wins. You have a 17 and a 14-year-old. Oh, wow. That's got to be pretty crazy. I have he's almost 12. He'll be 12 in November, so he's 11. So I have an 11 and an 8-year-old, 8 and a half. Going on 16. Why does it keep doing that? It keeps not putting the chat up. There we go. New Thursday for me will be a great grandma for the first time in February. Congratulations, Sassy. I'm so happy for you. That's awesome. Congratulations. And Rebecca's been homeschooling for 22 years and miss it sometimes. Yeah. Well, yesterday, yeah, oh my gosh. Yesterday was the first day with the programs and the things online that I was wanting to do for this year. And they got really good reviews and everything. And basically, I couldn't figure out how to get to the actual lessons. I was having a really hard time because a lot of it is gamified. And so I got that she was playing the games, and here and there I was seeing a fact or two that she was learning, which I actually learned some facts today I'm going to share with you guys too, because I think it's really cool and I want to know if anybody knew them. So anyway, so I was like texting my husband. I'm like, I don't know if this is going to work. She needs to go back to school. I can't figure this out. You know, he's like, calm down. You're only on day one. It's okay. Take a breath. I'm like, I don't know. You know, I'm already looking at other online things. And so, but we figured by the end of the school day, we figured out on the program how to get to the actual lessons. So it's not just, you can play the fun game part of it too, but that shouldn't be all it is. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. She's got to do some lessons and do some reading and do some math and do some learning stuff. So, but okay, so you want to know the facts that I learned that I didn't know? Abaca in the past, but it has gotten so expensive. We are using Monarch this year, only internet based, and so much cheaper. Yeah, I can't remember because I bought the two programs. We're using Night Zookeeper, which is for writing, and then we're using Adventure Academy, which is for the other subjects, and that is from the same people. Oh my from the same people that did ABC Mouse. My kids used to love that. But this is for older kids, and it's a whole interactive experience, which is really cool. And Lizzie she is enjoying it, which is good. But my big concern was like, oh my gosh, why is it telling you go meet this teacher, and go do these things? I'm like, where's the lesson, people? Where's the lesson? You have to go to these kiosks, and that's where you find the lessons. Thank you, Google. Google was the one that helped me out with that. What are words, Tank? I don't know. I'm flubbing them up today. But anyway, so here's some facts that I learned. Did you know that polar bears, so she had a unit on polar bears' skin under the white fur is black. Did you know that? I had no idea. And how cool is that? I was like, what? Mind blown. So yeah, let me know if you guys knew that. I had no clue. And I was like, are you serious? Lizzie says, Mom, you didn't know that? No. That was a fact I didn't know in school, but it's cool the way that they present these facts. It makes it interesting, right? So, and there are things that you'll remember now because it's fun. You knew that, Lisa? Amber, did you know that? Oh man, was I the only one that didn't know that? Nobody at our dinner table knew. I'll put it that way. Rebecca knew. Arrow didn't. All right, you're with me, Arrow. Oh my gosh. Oh, good. Your kids were well advanced using that curriculum, Abaca. I'll have to look that one up. I'm just going to write it down. I mean, you never know. Maybe I'll end up wanting to supplement, And the fur isn't white. What is it? Like cream tone or something? Not completely white. So that was something I thought was interesting. The other thing I thought was interesting, I'm going to ask you guys. I'll see if you guys know the answer. The question was, what color is a hippopotamus's milk? Like for the moms giving to the babies kind of a thing. What color is its milk? I want to see if anybody gets it. No, Lisa, it's not clear. Their hair is hollow and reflects light. Oh, wow. That's so neat. You have an awesome polar bear exhibit at your zoo? It was a more recent learn, Amber said. Okay, cool. Hi, Esther. Welcome in. Challenging. It takes a lot of time to work on. Okay. Yeah, I think, in my head, it's like I'm so used to having worksheets and doing a bunch of like word problems and whatever. So I'm just not used to that. So daughter did her science fair project on polar bears. Oh, cool. Nobody knows. Off-white. Nope, it's not off-white. Oh, we got it. We got it. Esther, good job. It's pink. And there was a little clip video of this kid that was explaining that, yeah, the hippopotamus's milk is pink. Does that mean it's strawberry milk? It's just cute, it's fun facts and stuff. Hi, Anastasia. How are you, my dear? Anna Banana's in the house. No worries. I was just telling you guys about the facts that I learned yesterday from Lizzie's homeschooling that I had no idea about. So those were two of the things that she learned. And another thing that I thought was interesting was it was showing her how in music also has a lot of math in it. So it was kind of just showing her that it's multifaceted, right? And so that was really a cool concept to learn. So it's definitely teaching her things, which I think is great. It's just, I want to see like some of the other units. Now that we know where the lessons are, I want to see what those are today. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's fun. They're fun programs, whether I will want to enrich with something else. One thing I am having her do, though, is I'm having her read every day. And I'm also having her write, like I have a log. So every day I have 3 questions that she has to answer from her reading. And then also I want her to tell me 3 things she learned today. And so that is just to help her get keep writing, you know, handwriting, and then just keep thinking and just being conscientious of what she's reading, all that stuff. Yes, it does. That's right. Why wouldn't it taste like strawberry milk? Maybe that's how they get it, Esther. I'm just saying, you know, it's not all about just the cows. Pink seems feasible. You wanted to say green. You know, I was thinking blue, like blue milk from Star Wars. You never know, you know. Because of course white, it was a multiple choice. Of course white was one of the answers, and Lizzie picked that one, and it was like, no. And then you can push a button that'll give you a little video clip, and then that will give you pretty much gives you the answer, so you get it right the second time. But yeah. So I wonder who what animal makes vanilla milk? That's the one James is gonna want. All right, what's Mandy saying? Fun fact about polar bears, they don't sleep in caves or anything like other bears do. They sleep in shallow pits they dig in the snow, putting their sides or backs to the wind. So they look like little furry mounds, right? Is that what you're talking about? Like, is their back above ground, or is it all the way in the ditch that they've dug, I wonder? That's cool. I don't know. I always loved those fact books, you know, like you get all those, what were the ones that they had? They had a white background on the covers, and it was like totally wild facts about blank, you know, those were fun. They just dug into the snow. So maybe that's how Eskimos got the idea to make igloos, you know, the shape of the bear. I don't know. I'm just making that up. Oh my gosh. So anywho, so if you haven't already, put in the word yip yip, 2 words, yip yip. That's the word of the day. And that will get your name in. So I'm going to draw, we got 20 entries in so far, and we have 29 watching. Also, don't forget your thumbs, you guys. I'm only staying on for the hour, so we've got about 23 minutes. So I'm going to draw some names for monthly appreciation. We'll have 4 people getting 2 names. 1 person will get 10 names into the monthly appreciation, and we will be drawing that today as well. So yes, get your entries in. And I'm actually going to prep my sheet here since see, that's the thing, Rusty. You have Mama G to help you with this, right? All I have is myself. See, I already messed it up. Hang on. 194, 195, 196, 197, 198, 199. Ooh, we're going to get over 200 here. So 200. 201. Yeah, I thought that's what it was, but I just had to double check with my fingers. I had to count on my fingers. I'm that person, you guys. Hi, Andy. Welcome in, my friend. My other daughter did her project on gemstones and rocks, which is her obsession. That is James's. That used to be James's obsession, and we have an entire like bin. It was a kid's bin from, you know, one of these storage things, but it's a bin in their bathroom that is piled high with rocks, gems, geodes that he's collected, and we still need to figure out the best way to, like, I would love to display them in some way, you know, or at least organize them in some way, because they just now sit there. He used to take them out, he'd play games with them, or he would organize them and then put them all back together again. He used to do a lot more with it. He's older now, so he's not as interested to do that, but he still loves getting them. So he'll still collect them if he sees, you know, at the county fair or something, and they have somebody selling those, then he'll want to go crazy. So saying hi to everybody. Good job. But yeah, I think we should start drawing the names. We've got 24 entries, 31 watching. If you haven't put in yip yip, 2 words. I am working on, if you missed the beginning, I have designed Yip Yip earrings. So as I say in the video, I will have in the description below, they were inspired by Repeat Crafter Me's Yip Yip pattern. However, I adapted the pattern and I made them much smaller, and then I show you how to add the jewelry bits to the top. So we will definitely go through all those things, you know, in the video, but I am just editing it. So I made these two, and since you weren't, I don't think you were here, but you might have seen it, Rusty, because you were saying you weren't here the other day. But look how cute. I love the colors. Look at that. It's like all gem tones, you guys. Oh, this ball of yarn is just so pretty. And if you know, if you can tell me, because I would love to make something wearable in this. Obviously, this is not going to be enough, though. So if anybody knows what yarn this is, because I don't have the band anymore. And yeah, this would be really pretty for something. So let me know. Thank you, Rusty. Thank you, my dear. So yeah, I love this one. It's just got all the pretty colors that I love. So, but yeah, they have these, look at this one. I love the little swirl charm. Isn't that cute? So cute. Just saying. So since I want you guys to be able to see them, I stuck them up here because I usually have them hiding from you, but now they're yipping away. All right, so let's draw some names, you guys. We got 25 entries in. If you still want to put your name in and you haven't yet, yip yip, just type it into the chat really quick, you know, and then that'll get your name in, and I'm going to start drawing these names. Arrow, they can. I'll tell you why, because I made the pattern with a 4-weight yarn. So this, the blue and purples, that one is a 4-weight yarn, and I used a size E hook. So I wanted to use a bigger hook, and you could use like an F hook too if you wanted. It will make them a slightly bigger, but not by much. Right, Andy? I think so too. I love them. I don't know. I always want to make things smaller because I love little things. I love little things. It's like, that's what I collect. I mean, how cute is this? I've got Frizzy riding in my literal car that I have, except for mine isn't a convertible, but I have a Mini Cooper S, I think it is, like a sport. But I got a little bee in the car. It's so cute. I love little things, you guys. I'm a dork, I know. Anywho, all right, so let's pick some names. Here we go. Here we go. For 2 entries into today's giveaway, all right, we're going to pick 4 names. So the first name we're going to pick is Rebecca. Congratulations, Rebecca. All right, we're going to re-roll and pick another name. Here we go. Bonnie, AZ Bonnie. AZ Bonnie. All right, here we go. This is again 2 entries in. Andy, Crafty Witch. Andy. Okay, and one more is for 2 entries, okay? Here we go. Lana Banana. Lana Banana. Okay, and now this one is for 10 entries in. Is the yarn Grape Fizz from Red Heart. Okay, I'm writing it down. I will have to look up the picture. Grape Fizz, Red Heart. I will check that out because I would love to buy more of that yarn and actually make something with it. Because then I have the earrings that match. What? I know. All right, here we go. 10 entries. Here we go. We're going to re-roll. The winner is Arrow. Congrats. You get 10 entries into today's giveaway. Good job. All right. Yay. So if anybody else wants to do any more super chats, super stickers, gifted memberships, all those fun things, if you want to, no pressure, just saying, that gets you entries into. So. Oh, yes. Arrow is Margie. That's right. That's right. I don't think I had seen her come into the chat, though, when you had said, hi, Margie. And then I was like, who is Margie again? Arrow. That's right. You saw it on Hirschner's. So Are you talking about the Grape Fizz one? Hirschner's. I'm going to put that down. I think like Hirschner's seems like it's pretty good prices for the most part. Like they don't seem like they're trying to gouge you or anything, you know? So we'll pick name in about 10 minutes. So if you have to take a urination station break, there you go, Mama G, that's for you. If you need to take one, now's the time. But we will pick the winner in about 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, Mandy, you've been a member for 8 months. Mandy, can I tell people something? You know what I'm saying, what I'm thinking about. Can I tell people? I don't know. It's okay if the answer is no. Amazon has a 3-pack for $11.47 of Grape Fizz. Oh my gosh, $11.47. What do you have to, how much do you have to buy on Hirschner's to get free shipping? I want to, but no money till the 1st, but it is a holiday, so I'm hoping to get my money tomorrow. Nice. Nice. So, okay. So I've kind of alluded to this fact, but I haven't actually officially mentioned it. My book that's coming out, and I'm supposed to get my proof copy by Saturday, and I think they already shipped it, so I might actually get it earlier, which would be amazing. But my book is going to be coming out, and is solely the reason that it can come out at the time that it is because Mandy has been helping me like crazy. She had to reformat the entire book to flow the pictures and the text so that they were back to how they were in the original, because the file that I had gotten back from my old publisher was not one that I could work with, and it was not the right size for the paperback. It was the size for the ebook, I guess, but the pictures weren't the right. It just wasn't going to work. And so rather than trying to figure out this whole new program InDesign, which I could figure, I could probably get there eventually, but it would definitely not have been coming out this year. But Mandy is helping me with that. So she's my partner. So yeah, so she's working on a second book, and then the third book will be all on Mandy because that one hasn't come out at all yet. And that one will have, she'll get to do the flowing of the text, which I don't know, that might be easier, but I'm not sure. Mandy would have to say. The sizing was slightly off, so we had to retake it almost like it cropped my art, and so you couldn't, if you were trying to get it bigger, now you're stretching it, which means you could end up with blurring, and it's just so anyway, so hers is coming, or the one that she did is kind of be here soon. This was the original. One thing, I ordered the copy, and it's a glossy cover. So this is that soft sort of cover. You guys let me know which one you like better in books. This is that soft kind of cover though. So they call it the matte cover, but the one that I have coming is a glossy cover. So we'll see what the difference is, and then from there I can easily switch if I want this one. I already know what it feels like now. So I figured let's order the other one, and then we'll see what that one looks like. But usually they look really good when they're glossy too. Easier to start it from scratch, honestly. That's what I figured, because then, you know, I can just tell you, okay, this picture goes with this line, so just somehow make that line on that page. Right, yes. I just kind of pleaded with Mandy, please help me, please. You prefer the matte cover, Marianne? So Amazon's matte cover is not too bad. I felt some books that almost feel very velvety, but in a not in a good way, you know. They're texturally not so good. In fact, that's what my my trackpad here on my laptop, it has that feeling that I don't like. And it's a new one, and it's so cute too, but I'm probably not going to keep it, I'll be honest. You can peel it on and off, but look I'll show you what it looks like. So cute, it's little cat paws. $35 or more for free shipping. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Debbie. Me too. I'm super excited. I've been working on my website. That's what I was doing yesterday. I've been working on my website. So one thing that's changed on my website, you guys, And I'm working through updates. So when I switched from Ink and Stitches to Frizzy Bee way back, I ended up the blog got kind of wonky because I switched the program that I'm using is it called a program? Squarespace. I'm on Squarespace now. And you think you like the matte covers better, but it depends if it makes the cover look less saturated on the cover. Yeah, that's true. But okay, so what was I saying? Squarespace. Oh man, the brain. That one knocking around is just taking a nap. Oh my goodness. Oh, my website. That's what I was talking about. Yeah. So the blog got all kind of wonky on some of them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to organize my patterns, my free patterns that I released on the blog. I will be organizing those better. So they will change coming soon. Hi, Arlena. Welcome in. They will be changing, and that'll be starting to look better and stuff like that. But for now, you basically won't see the blog on the main frizzybee.com page. But if you would like the free patterns, all you have to do is join the free membership. And all that is just basically getting your name on my mailing list. So it helps me collect emails so that when the books come out and stuff like that, I can let you know, hey, it's out. Better late than never, Kendra. Yes, yes, yes. Agreed. We're going to pick the name. We haven't picked the name yet for monthly appreciation. So that's still, that'll happen in I'll pick it at 9:55. So 4 minutes. But yeah. So I've been working through that, and I think it's all going to be really fun. It'll be all the teaching resources will be there. All of the free patterns is going to be much easier to find them. And yeah, all you're going to have to do is just put your email in so I can let you know if there's anything cool happening. I'm not going to spam you guys or anything like that. I hate when people email spam. I have some that they email me one and sometimes multiple times a day. I don't know if you guys have that, but that's not what I'm going to do. You'll get my goal is to get to doing a monthly newsletter once a month, and just kind of just write in all the things that have been happening. And then, hi, Canny Joe. Welcome in, my friend. Yeah, so I would like to do one a month. And then if there's something happening partway through the month or whatever, then there might be a second one. And I think max I would ever send you is like 3 in 1 month. And that's most likely not going to happen. So, because if you've already signed up for the newsletter, you probably already know that. I haven't even really sent very many at all because I have a hard time like getting myself to do them in the first place. So you won't be spammed. That's all I'm saying. Hello, hello. How are you today, Ganny? I hope you're doing good. You started unsubscribing? I know, but you have to do them one by one, it seems like. If they had a way that you can just highlight all of them and then just somehow unsubscribe all at once, that would be so good. I would love that. But oh my gosh, and some of the text ones are nuts. And even if I start talking about some of these sites, like I'll say it, I'll spell it, although they might actually still do it, the TEMU one. If I just mention that, I will start getting a ping on my phone saying, oh, by the way, did you know this is in your card or whatever? But I haven't bought from them for quite some time. But yeah, they hear us talking. Oh my goodness. All right, so if anybody wants any more entries in, now's the time to do it because I'm going to be drawing the name for the monthly appreciation giveaway. Oh, good. Yay, I'm glad you're doing better. I'm glad. So today on my agenda, we are going to finish school. And I just totally pulled that. Hang on, let me go back. I pulled it. Here we go. We're going to finish Lizzie's school. I'm going to work on trying to get the Yip Yip earrings done, and then I'll probably keep working on my website. And that's probably my agenda for today. Super surprised and blessed yesterday, and I needed happy mail after the day I had 3 beautiful furls. Metal hooks were in the mail. Nice. Were they ones that you were gifted or ones that you had purchased that you got in the mail right when you needed them? Isn't that nice? Especially if you're having a rough day and like Happy Meal comes that day. It's just so much. It's so nice. Good timing, you know. Good timing. I should be getting some Happy Mail soon. So that will be fun. You're a furls girl. I might become one if I can find the right yarn to use with one. The one I have, I need to find a different yarn. The ones I have make it squeak, so. Oh, someone gifted you? Nice. That's always fun. Always fun. All right, I almost hit the end. All right, I'm going to go to the end, and then I'm going to draw the name. Ava is back in school, and being alone with Lexi is so much calmer. Aww. So do they feed off each other? That's what my kids do. Sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, just stop. Just stop. You know, one's whacking the other one's kicking the other one, and then somebody gets hurt. And 9 times out of 10, I get hurt somehow. Like James jumped over me and landed kind of almost on my shin or whacked into it last night. It's like, oh my God, somebody's getting hurt and it's mommy. Stop. It took 2 hours? Wow, I've never heard of one taking that long. New here, just subscribe. Thank you, Wild Sunshine. Let me know your name if you would like. I would love to call you by name. But good to see you. I'm so glad you subscribed. We will be drawing name here or picking a number, which will correlate with my list of names from all the different entries into the monthly appreciation. Look at them all. I know, chicken scratch, I know. See, August appreciation right there. We already did July. That was the first one that I did. So, yeah, I don't take life too seriously, right, Andy? I don't take myself too seriously. That's how I should say it. Tank, oh my gosh. I know, I've had those done before, and I'm like, it's so awkward, you know. I don't even make eye contact. I'm like, just looking away. Oh my gosh. All right, Julianne finished this. See, we're at 9:57, 26 watching. We're going to draw the name Arlena. That gets you an entry in. Thank you. Much appreciated, my friend. Perfect. I got you in. And your number 2 crown. Nice. All right. So, okay, Julianne, finish this row. Finish it. All right. I didn't even actually do the whole row this live because I started it before the live. She aggravates Lexi, and with Lexi being nonverbal autistic, she doesn't like to be touched. Aw. How old is Lexi again? I don't think I've seen her on your lives. So, but let me know. That does make it very difficult because she can't use her words. And so, yeah, she probably just feels totally trapped. You know, I hate that feeling. 33 thumbs. Thank you for that. Yes, thank you guys. Much appreciated. Okay. And I've got one more to do because I'm supposed to be increasing on either side. And I almost forgot. There we go. I just love this. It's getting there, you guys. It's getting there. Look at that. It's going to be so pretty, right? Look at that. All right, let's draw a number, shall we? Okay, so let's see if I can get this going. So we're going to cancel Nightbutt because he's not what's going to help us today. Let me get my random number generator. And we're going to put it up to 210 because that's the highest it goes. 1 is the minimum. And you're going to pick up yarn. Tomorrow I'll go pick up my yarn, Frizzy. Is it the one I sent you that came, or? Nice. Thank you, Wild Sunshine. I'm going to turn Amber's pattern into a blanket. Oh, that would be pretty. I'm excited for the poncho version too. Put a button on the back. Oh, of my shawl. What I'm going to do is twist the 2 sides and have them come down. So as long as it can as long as that's the case, it should in theory stay on me, which will be nice. Wild oleander hooded shawl. Ooh, I'm gonna write that down because I want to look it up. Hang on, bear with. Wild oleander, wickedly handmade. I like the name. Cool beans. All right. Okay, let me see if I can share it with you so you guys don't think I'm just picking a random number myself. Let me see if I can share my screen. Let's see if this does it. Oh, you can see it. You see me too, but here's the random number generator right there. You see it there. I'll cover myself so it's not distracting. That's not the number. That was just already there. So 1 is the minimum. 210 is the maximum that we can draw. So I'm going to be picking the name. This is monthly appreciation for August. So we are seeing who is going to win it. All right. Oh, she has a cardigan too. Nice. All right, here we go. I am going to generate the number, and the number is 84. So let's look back and see. So I can come back on screen because we're looking for number 84. Here I am. Okay. 84, 84. I see who it is, but I'm going to circle it so you guys can see. Are you ready for it, you guys? Here we go. Melissa G is in the house, and she's won the monthly appreciation for August. Congratulations, Melissa G. So happy for you. Oh my goodness. Melissa G is in the house. Congrats, Melissa. So you will be getting the goodies from this month's monthly appreciation. We'll start again in September. So next Tuesday, right? Is it next Monday? I think starts September 1st. And then, yay, everybody's saying congrats to Melissa. Is she even still here? Did she have to run? Melissa, are you there? Let us know. Yeah, so we will start on Tuesday for September's. September, oh my gosh, you guys, it's crazy. What? Well, you know I adore you guys. I love you so much. And I appreciate you, each and every one of you, for being here. It's always so much fun. I look forward to my lives. I look forward to coming and chatting and doing at least part of a row. Monday is the 1st. Oh my gosh. Wow. So yes, book release day. Ooh. Unless I release it a little sooner, I don't know. But I'm thinking the 1st. Good thing I was on the floor looking for my hook. Nice. Did you find it? I hope you found it. Yeah, you guys, you're the best. What can I say? We've got such an amazing community. I just have so much fun hanging out with you guys. So I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget your thumbs on the way out, and enjoy the rest of your day and your weekend. All right. Hopefully it's not too hot where you live, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye.